Have you ever felt that there's something greater listening to you? That your words, your deepest desires, can find their way to the invisible forces that move this universe? Today, I want to share with you one of the most powerful practices I've ever known. So many lives have been transformed over the decades. It's already helped many people transform their lives. A simple practice, but one that carries within it the power to awaken miracles. If this message resonates in your heart, please like this video. And if you feel you need more self-love and transformation in your life, subscribe to this channel. Because when you do that, you're telling the universe that you're ready to receive more content that can change your life. And that energy multiplies, reaching other people who also need that light. Close your eyes for a moment with me. Breathe deeply. Feel your heart beating. That sound is the music of life pulsing inside you. Tell me, how many times have you wished that someone would really listen to you? That someone would understand your most secret dreams? Well, know that there's someone who always listens. The universe is always with open arms to receive your words. Today we're going to talk about writing a letter to the universe. It's not just any ordinary letter. It's a sacred dialogue between you and the infinite intelligence that governs all things. It's an intimate conversation with the energy that created the stars and that also created you. And why write a letter to the universe? Because when you put your thoughts on paper, something magical happens. Neuroscience shows us that the act of writing activates specific areas of our brain, creating new neural connections. But there's something even deeper happening. In quantum physics, we know that focused intention can influence reality. When you write with purpose, you're literally programming your subconscious and sending specific vibrations to the quantum field around you. Let me tell you a story that changed my perspective forever. I meet a woman named Sarah Johnson, 45 years old, who is going through one of the most difficult phases of her life. She had lost her job, her marriage was in crisis, and she felt lost, as if she was walking through an endless tunnel. Sarah was hopeless when she learned about writing letters to the universe. One evening, she sat alone at the kitchen table, lit a candle and began to write. With tears in her eyes, but with an open heart, she poured all her dreams onto paper. She wrote about the job she wanted, about the love she wished to receive and give, about the peace she longed to feel. But most importantly, she wrote everything as if it had already happened. 3 months later, Sarah called me crying. But this time, they were tears of happiness. She had gotten a job better than she ever imagined. Her marriage didn't just survive, it transformed into a deeper and more loving connection. She radiated a peace that she hadn't felt in years. The letter had been the catalyst for a total transformation. I want to guide you step by step so you can write your own sacred letter. First, you need to understand that timing is everything. The ideal moment to write your letter is when you can connect with the energy of love and gratitude. It might be in the morning, when your mind is clear and receptive. It might be at night, when the world is quieter and you can hear the voice of your heart. Before writing, ideally you should raise your vibration. Your energy needs to be aligned with what you want to manifest. And how do you do that? Start by creating a sacred environment. Light a scented candle, put on soft music, maybe use an essential oil that brings you peace. These elements aren't superstition. They're anchors that help your nervous system enter a state of calm and receptivity. Breathe with me. Inhale through your nose. Hold your breath. Exhale through your mouth, counting to 6. Do this 5 times. Feel how your body relaxes, how your mind quiets down. This conscious breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system, putting you in an ideal state to connect with the highest frequencies of the universe. While you breathe, allow feelings of gratitude to flood your heart. Think of 3 things you're genuinely grateful for right at this moment. It could be your health, a loved one, or simply the fact that you're alive in this moment. Gratitude is the highest frequency we can emit. It's like a magnet that attracts more things to be grateful for. If you feel the need for deeper meditation before writing, I invite you to do this small exercise with me. Close your eyes and imagine a golden light descending from the cosmos and entering through the top of your head. See that light traveling through your entire body, from head to toe. That light is charged with unconditional love, infinite wisdom, and creative power. Let it fill every cell of your being. You're not just imagining. You're connecting with the powerful energy that permeates the entire universe. When you feel that connection, when your heart is overflowing with love and gratitude, it's time to take paper and pen. Yes, paper and pen. Don't type on the computer or phone. Handwriting creates a deeper neurological connection between your thoughts and your intentions. It's as if each word were a seed planted directly in the fertile soil of your subconscious. Begin your letter in a warm way, "Dear Universe," or "Beloved Creative Energy," or simply "My Divine Friend." Use the words that resonate in your heart. Remember, this is an intimate conversation. There are no rigid rules, just love and authenticity. Here's the most important secret: write everything as if it had already happened. Don't use words like "I want," "I wish," "I hope that." Use "I am," "I have," "I live." For example, instead of writing "I want to find the love of my life," write, "I'm infinitely grateful for having found my ideal partner, my perfect match. We live a deep, respectful, and transformative love." Describe with vivid details how your new reality manifests. If you're asking for financial prosperity, don't just write, "I have money." Write, "I'm grateful for living in financial abundance. I wake up every morning knowing that my needs are met. I feel secure and free to follow my passion. Money flows to me in creative and unexpected ways, allowing me to live with dignity and still be able to help others." Express how you feel in that new reality. Emotions are the language the universe understands best. I feel radiant with happiness. My heart overflows with peace. I live in a constant state of gratitude. These emotionally charged words create powerful vibratory waves in the quantum field. Be specific, but also allow space for magic. If you're asking for a new job, describe the environment, how you feel arriving there every morning, what it's like working with people who value you. But also add, "This job," or something even better, "for my highest good." This way you allow the universe to surprise you with possibilities you never even imagined. Write about your relationships as if they were already harmonious and loving. I live surrounded by people who genuinely love and support me. My family is a refuge of peace and understanding. My friendships are based on trust and mutual growth. Remember, you're programming your subconscious to recognize and attract these experiences. Don't forget about your health and well-being. My body is a sacred temple that functions in perfect harmony. Every cell vibrates with vitality and health. I wake up each morning with abundant energy and a deep sense of well-being. Your subconscious is always listening, and it doesn't distinguish between reality and vivid imagination. When you declare health with conviction, you're instructing your internal system to work toward that state. Also include your personal and spiritual evolution. Each passing moment, I become wiser, more compassionate, and more connected to my true essence. I trust life's process and flow with changes, with grace and acceptance. My intuition is sharp and always guides me to the right path. As you write, allow excitement to take over. Smile. Feel the happiness of already living that reality. That celebratory energy is fundamental. You're not asking like someone who's lacking. You're celebrating like someone who's already received. That's the difference between an ordinary letter and a letter that truly manifests miracles. When you feel your letter is complete, read it out loud. Feel each word resonating in your heart. If something doesn't sound true to you, adjust it. If something awakens even more happiness, emphasize it. This letter is your most intimate conversation with the universe. It needs to vibrate at your heart's frequency. Here comes a very important part. End your letter with deep gratitude. Thank you, universe, for listening to my heart and for conspiring in my favor. I know that everything is already in motion on the invisible plane, and in perfect divine timing it will manifest in my physical life. And so it is, and so it shall be. Or use words that have more meaning for you. The important thing is to seal your letter with the energy of gratitude and absolute trust. After writing, what should you do with your letter? Here's another powerful secret. Keep it in a special place. It could be inside a book that inspires you, in a beautiful little box, or even under your pillow. The location doesn't matter as much as the intention with which you keep it. You're entrusting your dreams to the universe's care. Periodically, when you're feeling connected to elevated emotions, take out your letter and read it again. Don't read it with anxiety or desperation, asking when is it going to happen. Read it with gratitude, like someone revisiting precious memories of a wonderful life. Feel that happiness again, that excitement. This rereading reinforces your instructions to the subconscious and keeps your vibration aligned with your desires. Remember that the universe doesn't operate on our linear time. It works in perfect timing, in divine timing. Sometimes results come quickly, sometimes they take longer to manifest fully. The effect begins immediately, but there's a necessary time to adjust to the new frequency. Moving pieces on life's chessboard. Just trust the process. Every letter written with love and faith plants seeds in the infinite field of possibilities. There's something deeply healing about writing to the universe. It's as if you finally had someone who listens to you without judgment, without rush, with unconditional love. Every word you write is welcomed with tenderness and consideration. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to use difficult language. You just need to be true. Your subconscious absorbs every word of that letter as new programming. It begins to look for evidence that these things are already happening in your life. It will start guiding you to the right people, to the right opportunities, to the choices that bring you closer to those dreams. It's as if you've activated an internal GPS that only knows the path to happiness and fulfillment. And here's a beautiful truth. When you write with that love, with that faith, you're already changing. You don't need to wait for things to manifest externally to start feeling different. The very act of writing with gratitude and happiness elevates your vibration immediately. You're already becoming the person who lives that wonderful reality you described. Allow yourself to dream without limits. The universe is abundant and generous. There are no dreams too big or too small. There's just enough love to fulfill them all. Your letter is an act of self-love, a recognition that you deserve all the good things life has to offer. Every time you write a letter to the universe, you're saying, I deserve to be happy. I deserve to be loved. I deserve to live fully. And the universe responds, yes. You always deserved it. Let me show you how this can happen. So take your paper, take your pen. Open your heart and begin your most important conversation with the most loving force that exists. Write as if you were telling your best friend about the wonderful life you're already living. Write with the happiness of someone who's already received all the gifts they asked for. You're not alone on this journey. The universe conspires in your favor. Every word you write is heard, every dream you share is welcomed with love. Trust the process, trust the magic. I want to hear from you. After watching this video, do you feel inspired to write your letter to the universe? What dream is pulsing strongest in your heart right at this moment? Share in the comments what's that change you most want to see in your life. Don't be afraid to dream big. This space is safe. We're a family of hearts that support each other. Your sharing can inspire someone else to believe that their dreams are also possible. We're here, reading every comment with love, cheering for each and every one of you. May your letter be the first step toward a life even more wonderful than you can imagine. Until our next meeting.